This FM 104.3. Good to meet Taki.
To say, yeah, Papa Togbe Afede, for example, he's an astute businessman. He's very well established and very successful at New Oye. So, no see, as Gracia Nidia, me be sum ye. And near a buying effice on bet media jamino. Media minyanka, midibema, a buying back, say, a buying and Shenomon Fanyadi at the Fufra. Me feel say and also is enye boni. Nti everyone was say people are bastardizing him, stigmatizing him, attempting to make it look as if say boni to return money to the state. Me dream one in tiasia. And you be an what's our capacity. There are others with similar capacities. Our munya and come back as oh. Yeah, by say besum. We are not politically exposed. Togbe Afede say for example, he's not politically exposed. Or your henny or say a businessman. And you know we ne jumana. And the Juana Obeye, Council of State, you hardly can be said to be politically exposed after Wejumano. Because Wejumano is largely advisory. But so no area, he can still continue to do his businesses. Let's all see, media, the risks associated with other offices, me Jumana, ne be new. And T. S. Grashana Mudi Jamikwane, Minya, and Kamufanya at the Fufra. Me, Juma, Mintiasia, at the Intia.
Ebia kase efitiase no onim se adwuma na oye no eho akade nie energy too.
Yes.
So we no enanka osi o mempe na ebia ye wo market bi wo ho ana school bi wo ho ya fa mom eno maybe 1 minute and here one option.
Okay.
Ebi so say somebody baby can and run in uncommon over. Every super chase, we in Anka, we in Dean, no one be tuja in Kubianti. I say, oh, yeah, dear Judine.
That's also
Professor Ajimendia, HSA. Ebia or yes, Bruni Becker, he wants to stoke the debate again. Or per se, or they sound common over. Into Ebia Nunti. Into all these angles have come up. Ebisu, well, I'm sure you know that there's a politics of it as well, but I'm not interested in that.
Yes, because there's Hannah, then you contaminate the discussion.
Exactly.
Chairman,
so that
these are
some
valid points of view. But me, Niahamini say, regardless of how you view Nyoye, trying to make it look as if it's demonic to do what he has done. No, me doing one in Tiazi. Everyone did not tell me.
Well,
but
you know me, I don't subscribe.
You don't do that.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Bibi so. Chairman, actually we're air tank. But for whatever it is worth, media, I think he has revived the debate about this particular thorny and very essential issue. I say we need to have some finality to this conversation, because every 4 years, one year near Oye in the 1 year near Oye year, anka by 2024 we're having a similar conversation. But near Oye, I think say a mayor who said, "That conversation we need it ought to be had." The young who quite ben a year before so, I make sure say, Obia wabesumu mai ye beja kwanya near ye ni say ufi said. Ye be jaw kwana officer wo de wo kan say wo so ana kan say chairman
wo so akwan
nti wo de wo hia sa sika na it's also, I mean, there are all kinds of things, and I disagree with the viewpoint say na ko betimi de akoye bibi wo baby. The fact if he did so, that would have amounted to accepting in the first place sa package, however you spend it is immaterial. The point, I think the principle he's trying to establish is minji ye and amanji because me fi say me share me di biana and I me share my brabo mu a dia me shadan here. So that principle is what, in my view, no person establishing. So if you had accepted sasikai no you afi me di koya dia, acceptance is different from how you spend the package. Until once we say, oh, Sikandi Maji, Emumidi, we dear, that it becomes a different conversation. But Nena my dream mono, no person say, in principle, say, who was hard to me now? You feel say you are capable not to, I mean, you can survive without ex-gratia now. Why not? You can proceed to live without it. Until I think that is a principle. But most importantly, wasam masa issue abba. Yeah, let's have a conversation on this issue as Ghanaians, not as people wearing political hats. yeah, dream one. Now we come to some conclusions. Say, okay, when it comes to Parliament, omo emoluments, say ni say like I have suggested. So we are serving parliamentarian na nyamiya wa adum you get the chance to be retained. You should not be entitled to ex gratia. Otherwise, every 4 years we are not just a ex gratia na asichire ni saying chairman. It's a Latin word. Asichire ni saying.
Let me just quickly check.
End of service benefits. Yes. But your service is not ended. And this, I think,
your service ended for that period.
No, I just think
according to the dictionary here, it says it's borrowed from Latin.
Yeah.
As a favor,
yes,
given as a gift.
Yes.
An ex gratia payment, for example.
Yes. It's more like an ESB, but we have christened it as ex gratia. But I think the proper wording should be the proper
end of service benefits, maybe,
yes,
or retirement benefits.
And chairman, how can you retire and be back at work again? So it sounds contradictory.
So it should be given to MPs who do not return to Parliament.
Who do not return. And Fon said you can lose now and maybe return later, but we assume for the period that you served, this point was your terminal point. If for some reason you make it, which hardly happens, but if for some reason and a miracle bisina usaba bima, then that's a fresh life. But sir, you get retained now. Ex gratia. You get retained now. Ex gratia. Chairman, not just end of service, but would it's like civil service. Obi woha. We did 50 years, but 10 years ago. Every year we did 50 years. Every year we did 50 years. Until or Ben 69 now, I go back to 50. Or Ben 69 now, I go back. So it's like retiring but still active in service. That is the thinking, and I don't think Obia, who is still active in service, deserves and is entitled to end of service benefits. Then we can have a clear policy. Policy you bet me ajatum. Say but ESBs now, and there should be very little room for unreasonable adjustments. Because the current arrangement is president Bia Ethics Committee. A committee can even say, let's give an outgoing president a presidential jet. But
Sadian, our constitution, the president on this committee.
Committee, no, yes. Yeah. So part of the reforms would even require some constitutional amendments, which I'm sure is not an entrenched provision. Until Parliament can look at it and have some reviews done. So that at the end of the day, we can, like I said, even if a body be independent of the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary, or we are focused on managing and determining emoluments, and nothing more. Me assure that if we have it, and the appointment process is not politically tainted, Chairman, me say almost better say. We are appointed to do an independent job. And Sa conversation we are having. Chairman Minyesho said 10 years from today, if we actually take the first step towards Sa review process, Minyesho said this will become one of our headaches 10 years from today.
Peace, Ransa.
Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.